I recognize the honourable member for Cape Breton Centre, Whitney Pier.
Speaker, volunteer fire departments across the province rely on fundraising like bake sales, bingos, raffles, and 50-50 draws to support their budgets. It shouldn't be this hard for firefighters to get the money they need to keep their community safe. The Fire Service Association of Nova Scotia has called on the government to put sustainable funding in place with municipalities. Will the Minister of Emergency Management tell fire departments how much longer they will have to wait for long-term predictable funding?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Emergency Management.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I am extremely proud with the work the Department of Emergency Management has done working with our fire service providers. Actually, our Emergency Service Provider Fund was $5.8 million this year. That's money that is going out to fire departments to allow them to acquire breathing apparatuses, bunker gear, whatever they need to keep themselves, PPE, to keep themselves safe. Very impressed and very happy with the amount that we have put into our Emergency Service Provider Fund.
I recognize the Honourable Member for Cape Breton Centre, Whitney Pier.
Thank you. And I didn't hear the minister say if that was the funding was predictable, as is being asked by the Fire Service Association of Nova Scotia. Firefighters in Nova Scotia run into harm's way every day to help their neighbours. They deserve a government that will have their backs, yet this government is failing to deliver what firefighters need to stay safe and healthy. When will firefighters have access to cancer screening, mental health resources, and enough protective gear to go around without having to fundraise?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Emergency Management.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And this is the reason why we're doing our fire services review, which I'm so glad that the member across the aisle will support third reading in that bill. Significant investments into fire services, $2.1 million for 2 new mobile burn units, and $480,000 for 4 new multi-system propane props. We're investing into our fire departments. We're looking at ways that we can help them with training. We have a FTAC committee that's involved right now and how we can roll out training to our level 1s. $5.8 million, again, invested into our fire trainings. This legislation is going to look at better governance, safe training, and standardized services.